Welcome to Lakeside Art Studio. This is Emma. She's been coming for 2 years.
Hi.
Everybody open up to your homework. Get out your grayscales, your color isolators, and let's go over your homework. Ooh, so you were told to do a value study, correct?
Yeah.
And how do you think you did?
I think it was pretty good.
I think it's pretty good too. And then...
Oh. Yeah, I think I did the sky a little too dark though.
Oh, I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. This might be a little bright.
Yeah.
Well, you did a good job. All right, what does value mean, Nadia?
The lightness or darkness of a color.
Very good. Okay, here's BB's value study. Very good. Sky could be a little darker. What do you think? When we look through the value scale and we see the color isolated, but very good. Now let's see your color. Wow, that's very good. Could be a little darker here, but there's your palette. Everybody lay this over the sky. Where do you think the value is of the sky? I mean, I know it's the lightest out of the whole picture, but where is it on the grayscale?
I'd say either this one or this one.
The third one. That's what I would say. So we can just make this a little darker. This is excellent. Good job. Now, I can't tell you enough how important it is to make time for homework. Because if you just come here once a week and draw with me, you're not going to get any better. You're going to stay at the same place. It's when you go home and work on your own and have to figure things out without me telling you that you're going to make up solutions yourself and you're going to solve these little problems. But today is the special day because we get to
Draw from our imagination.
Yes, and who wants to do that? What is your imagination? Mason.
Whatever you think of.
That's right. Does it have to be real?
No.
No.
My imagination is never real.
I want you to see what you would draw with your family. You have to have all of your family in the picture. On a misty day at the lake, what would you be doing? So who has ideas what they would do with their family on a misty day at the lake? All right, I want your imaginations to go wild. I mean, really wild. Couldn't you put on a scuba suit and go in the water looking for worms so then you could go fishing?
Our family dressed up as clowns swimming.
Very good. Now you're thinking, come on, wild. Like, could there be some sort of Loch Ness monster in the lake?
So, the monster comes up and asks if we want a cup of tea.
Oh, come on. And where's he going to get the tea? At Dunkin' Donuts? Actually, what if there was a trampoline in the middle of the lake?
You jump on it and you land on the ocean.
No erasers, remember? They're taped. I don't want to see anyone trying to use these. If you make a mistake, we start all over again.
Is it because we don't erase because it leaves marks?
No, we don't erase because we want to think about where we put a line before we put it. If we know we can always erase, you don't think about where you're going to put your line, do you? Right? All right, so this is what I want you to think about. Think about the size of the body, the length. Look at your body if you're putting it in there. And then if it's not right, instead of erasing, we're just going to flip the page and start all over. What do you have going? Monster that pops out of the water.
That's the boat.
The boat.
The oar.
The oar. Who's going to be on the boat?
My family.
And what are they going to be doing? That's right, they're going to be screaming. Right? If you were up on a monster, wouldn't you be screaming? Yeah. Okay, that's great. Who's that?
My mom.
And what is she dressed as?
A clown.
It's a very pretty clown, Mother. Do you think she will agree?
No.
All right, everybody, details last, okay? Draw all of your shapes and lines before you do any details.
Doesn't this look like a leprechaun so far? Yeah, a little bit.
A A little bit.
What is it? You'll see.
It's her imagination. You stay in your imagination.
My imagination is wondering what that is.
For better art. So up, down, back, down, up, up. All right, did we get the blood rushing to our brains?
Yeah.
So every week at this time, we do a little review of what I've done this week as an artist and teacher. What is this called here? Value study, that's right. So I took all of the colors and put them into the lightness or darkness of a color, right? Next I did my line drawing, okay? That's to give me like a roadmap to where I'm gonna put color. And then I filled it in with color. Now what color is this?
Purple and indigo.
What else?
Like grayish blue.
That's right. So do you see all the colors right here? These are like when you do your color palette for your colored pencil drawings. I took all the colors I was going to use, mixed them, and then put them into that study. You have to start with drawing, sketching, color, and final. And what style of painting is this?
Realistic.
Representational. Very good. Then I did a couple of 1-minute studies. What style is this? Alessandra?
Abstract.
Okay. If I turn it this way, do you see anything?
I see like a palm tree. I do.
What do you see?
I see a girl doing a cartwheel.
So the bottom line is with abstract art, it's your own interpretation. You couldn't tell what I was working with from, correct? Or maybe I was working from my imagination and I was working from a feeling or a mood, right? So what is the other style of painting that is not representational and is not abstract? Emma?
Impressionistic.
Impressionistic. Now, what is this? Yes?
It kind of looks like a leaf floating in water because the sky and the water look the same color.
That's right. And why are the sky and the water the same color?
Because the color of the sky reflects off the water.
Correct.
My dad is being picked up by a bird.
Oh, good.
And our boat, we crashed. We were fishing.
Okay.
And then suddenly, George Washington comes out of the water. Why is he wearing a top hat like Abraham Lincoln? I don't know.
It's her interpretation of George. Look at George Washington coming out of the water. Now that's your imagination speaking.
There's like a monster coming out of the water, and the boat's like toppling.
And what's everybody doing?
They're screaming.
Okay, good so far.
Flames coming out of his mouth.
All right.
How could a sea monster breathe fire if it's underwater?
Yeah.
Because this sea monster's head is above water.
He ate a jalapeno.
That's it, he ate a jalapeno. What do we have, a cheeseburger?
Yeah. And my dad's dressed up in it doing the disco.
Who's this?
Me dressed up like a ruler.
You're dressed like a ruler taking a suntan? Of course, every ruler needs a suntan. And who's this?
A fish.
A fish who's...
And my grandma having the tea party with the monsters.
Your grandmother having a tea party with monsters, and one of them's wearing a monocle.
Cassie. Do I see?
What do you think about this?
I like it. I like it.
Good imagination.
I like it.
All right, everybody, let's get some comments over here.
Whoa, are those sharks? There's this monster that pops out of the water, and they're trying to eat my family, and the sharks also come out.
Look at the values on this. Do all of yours have values like this?
Almost.
Do we want values like this? Okay, let's keep working. Okay, so class is ending now. What do we think about today's drawing from the imagination?
I liked it.
Yes,
I
Mason?
loved it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
Awesome, cool. This is the best